James Thompson, a 26-year-old cafeteria worker, made his case in a letter to the Pittsburgh Courier. Being an American of dark complexion, these questions flashed through my mind. Is the kind of America I know worth defending? Will colored Americans suffer still the indignities that have been heaped upon them in the past? These and other questions need answering. I want to know, and I believe every colored American who is thinking wants to know. What are we fighting for? This was the question asked by many African Americans in private and in public. African Americans were loyal to their country. They had a deep and abiding belief in the possibility of democracy. When Pearl Harbor was attacked and the United States joined the fighting in World War II, the African American community closed ranks, as they had done in the previous times of war. They geared up to fight for their country's future and for their own. From this divide between feeling black and feeling American came the idea of the double victory. James Thompson expressed the idea in his letter to the Pittsburgh Courier. Let colored Americans adopt the double V, VV, for double victory. The first V for victory over our enemies from without, the second V for victory over our enemies within. For surely those who perpetrate these ugly prejudices here are seeking to destroy our democratic form of government just as surely as the Axis forces. Dorothy Vaughan understood the importance of the double V, victory in the war and victory in the civil rights struggle at home. By accepting her post as a mathematician, she believed she was working toward both goals. On December 1st, 1943, the leaders of the United States, Great Britain, and Russia concluded a conference during which they planned a summer invasion of France. It was an invasion that would become a turning point in the war and that eventually became known as D-Day. On the same day, Dorothy Vaughan stepped behind the colored line on the bus and headed to her first day of work at the Langley Memorial Aeronautical Laboratory.